Hey, Sudwood here, and I am doing a video response to MrGarrettStudios' newest video. And in it, he asked for some help with his Redstone decoder, along with his memory array. I have extended the decoder all the way up to 15, and this is how it works. When power comes into one of these repeaters, it powers this block, the block right in front of it, and if the wire has to be off to activate the number, this one is 0, so they all have to be off, then it deactivates this torch and activates this torch if it's powered, such as this. So, okay, now we have 8 coming in. 0 is not 8, so it's not on. However, if you do want the line on, such as for number 1, you want the number 1 to be turned on. So, the power is only inverted once, and therefore when you turn this one on and all the rest are off, no power will be on top, and it'll activate the torch on the end. Using this and a basic knowledge of binary, I have extended the decoder all the way up to 15. I then set up a series of 4 piston T flip-flops right here that can count up to 15, and a clock, 6 o'clock I think, and I'm going to just show you how it works. And every time it switches, these count up, and it counts all the way up to 15. This is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And then it resets back to 0, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And therefore, if you were to do something like this, you can easily hook it up to a display like this. I am currently playing in Garrett's World that he released with the video asking for help, and so I could continue with what he had existing, and it'd be more recognizable. So if you were to do this for right here, if you had another input line, you could extend it all the way 15. Yeah, you could extend it all the way 15 and have 2 displays showing 15. If you wanted to, let's say, lock in a number, you could just hook up the memory array like he has here, which is, I think, D flip-flops, 4 D flip-flops, a couple D flip-flops. It might be, I'm not sure. And, well, you take a memory array. The most common is to use D flip-flops, 1 for each byte. This one seems to be slightly more complicated, requiring 6 for 3 bytes. I'm not really sure how it works. But if you were to use a D flip-flop such as found on the wiki, it would work much the same way. You have inputs, and they don't toggle the output until you enable the inputs, and then you have an output. Then you can't mess with these, flip these switches, and nothing happens. However, if you enable it again, you get what you had. So if you wanted to, say, lock in a number from an adder right here, all you would have to do is hook up a memory array right here with 3 inputs and have an enabler to toggle whether or not the inputs are stored in the memory. I think that's about it. Oh yeah, these T flip-flops, they are the new piston ones, and which I have a couple videos on my channel showing. They are much smaller, but it's much more complicated to get them to reset at a certain point. You need lots of wiring and stuff. Wiring to toggle them a certain amount of times. But in the end, it's still smaller than the old T flip-flops. And I like to use these now if I don't need to reset at a certain point. I think that's about it. Oh, in this video description, I'll have links for both the piston T flip-flops and to some D flip-flops for memory. I think that's about it. Hope this helps, Garrett.